Welcome to Autofocus World, She Drives. In this episode, I'm going to share with you the 2022 Hyundai Kona EV, all electric. What makes this vehicle competitive in its class and why it's so much fun to drive. Let's get started. Now, EVs have traditionally not been the most exciting in terms of exterior design, but in this case, really Hyundai stepped it up. They did a really good job on the exterior, just by breaking it up with the lighting, all the features that they have here, some chrome, some pop, the gold inlet and the diamonds on the inside, really intricacies that makes it definitely pop. So now let me give you some details on the exterior design. Now let's look at the side profile. Right here towards the front, above the tire, is your wheel well. And this one is great because it's a seamless color. They match the color of the vehicle right along that with the wheel well. Sometimes that could be a contrasting color. In this case, it's all white, making it uniformed and keeping it nice and crisp. Now looking at the tires, this is a 5-point rim. And it's really nice because it's got the dark contrast with the silver that blends, and that really makes it pop with this bold, intricate design. Moving up the door is the rear view mirror with the camera right here on the side. This is a design feature that also certainly adds to safety as well. Now moving down the door is your upper belt line, just below your window. This adds these nice sharp lines for interest. They run parallel all the way to the back, above and below the door handles, then wrapping around to the rear. Looking at the side rear profile, you can see these bold rear LED brake lights that wrap from the side all the way to the back. Here we have the Kona badge, and then right at the center at the top, that is your Hyundai badge. And to the right, your electric badge. Bumper below, and then you've got a blacked out section and 2 horizontal lines just for styling. Now let's open the rear hatch. What you're going to find, there's lots of cargo space. Now let's open this up and I'll show you how we do this. Now we're going to take this to the front and I'm going to show you where you charge it up and where it gets plugged in. Right below the headlight is this little button that you push that opens a port, and this is where the battery charger actually goes. You remove the cap and then simply plug it in. It pops right in. This side goes into the charging outlet, and there you have it. This bar tells you how much charge you're getting. Now, we wouldn't call the show She Drives if we didn't actually drive. So let's go check out the drive and the performance. Here we go. Now from the driver's seat, first thing of course is your steering wheel. Leather wrapped with your really easily accessible features, including your driving mode. And of course, got to have your Hyundai badge. Then, if we're moving to the right, we have our floating screen, which is about 10¼ inches. Very nice in terms of size. It is wrapped in this black gloss that gives it a contemporary look, but also makes it look a little bit more luxurious, if you will. Accented by your chrome knobs, here they're circular, and your chrome controls right here, piano key style for your map and your nav, etc. The Kona does have a top-of-the-line sound system, which is the Harman Kardon. Now let's come on down the center stack. Here again you have your screen coming down to your controls, here for your AC, and here you have your climate control. Right below that is your holder. This is the storage, and this gives you your wireless charge for your phone, as well as your USB port. And then we have your cup holders, of course, got to have that beverage. Your controls for the vehicle, drive, park, etc. right here, and the emergency parking button as well here. Gives you a little bit of additional support. Right here, you have additional driving mode controls. This is for your seating. Again, easy touch. You can do it on your steering, but you also have the option of being able to handle your controls here and what happens in the seating. A small storage space right here for small items, maybe some change. And right here is a much deeper storage container for anything that you want to keep private and tucked away. Now seats are important. This is where you're spending your time, right? So we've got a nice cushioned headrest right here that's adjustable as well based on your height and comfort level. Nice bucket hugging seats. I love these when they have the wings on them because it really hugs you very nicely. perforated seating here that gives you a little bit more air ventilation. Now the doors. Okay, here you have, it's hard plastic. I didn't really love that on the Limited, but you know, it's functional. Here's your speaker. This is Harman Kardon right here. A little breaking up of all this dark coloring right here with that nice splash of light gray. Love that. Here's a place that I'm keeping my phone. It's a phone holder or, you know, storage holder right here as well. And your controls for your doors and windows and additional cup holder and storage space. And there we go with our big speakers right here. Great sound. Who doesn't love a sunroof? Now, as you can see, I'm sitting in the back seat of the Kona, and I'm about 5'7", but this is pretty spacious back here because I still have a good fair amount of headroom and knee space as well, and lots of elbow room. Always have your little extra for your beverages here, or an armrest. For extra space as far as carrying capacity, here you just bring down your seat. This is a 60-40 split. This is your 40 side right here, and this is bringing you right. If you look right inside here, this is your trunk space area as well. Putting that back into position, it does have seating for maybe 2.5. But right here, you've got an additional charger port, as well as additional little nook space right here. And this is great for games or magazine or something that you're reading, extra storage. And now the drive. You know that you're in an electric vehicle. But one of the things that I was really very pleased about is that it's got such great, quick, and really smooth acceleration. It's very responsive, and I found it to be a lot of fun as far as the drive is concerned, because one of the things that's great about electric engines is that spark that just like lets the vehicle take off. Now, some of the benefits, and there's so many of them driving an electric vehicle, that includes having zero emissions. I think the days when drivers had much more anxiety about driving an electric car are really behind us now, because today we have so much more range on electric vehicles. Now, I couldn't actually drive this vehicle without telling you just a little bit about the different types of driving assistance that is standard in this vehicle. A few of them include smart cruise control, blind spot collision avoidance, highway driving assistance, which is going to help you in your features when you're trying to keep your vehicle in the center lane and not veer off into other lanes. Even speed adjustments. When you're out on the highway, if your speed limit does not match with what the actual speed limit is or allowed speed limit is, then the vehicle will actually make an adjustment for you as well to keep you on track and keep you in those guidelines. That's pretty awesome. There are even sensors that will help you. If you're slow to react, it's going to automatically apply the brakes. There's even a sensor system that will help you with collision avoidance that will stop the vehicle or apply the brakes even before you react. It has a full range of about 258 miles, which is phenomenal for battery. And of course, you've got your 132 in the city and 108 miles on the highway with your battery charge. That too is also going to give you a lot more distance, and it allows for more driver confidence when you're driving around and not worrying about whether or not you're going to run out of power. Overall, the Hyundai Kona is priced very competitively, and in this particular Hyundai Kona, you've got two different charging systems. One of them is the level 2 charging system, which is a slower charge. It takes about 9 hours to go from 10% to 100%, which is more than likely you're going to do that overnight. But if you want a faster charge, the level 3 provides you with a charge that goes from 10% to 80% in about 47 minutes. Now that's pretty fast and pretty efficient. Well, that's it for this edition of Autofocus World She Drives, bringing you the Hyundai Kona EV and why it's so much fun to drive and competitive in its class.